Your goal should be eat up or increase your fuel to such an extent that during the day or during the day of your practices and on the event, on the day of the run, you should not be going low on glycogen stores. So I would like to tell you which are the different carbohydrate sources. It's nothing big, it's not different, it's one of the staple food that you'll be eating on day-to-day basis. If you take an example, it could be wheat products, it could be rice, it could be rava, ragi, bajra, suji, or it could be wheat, your whole wheat bread, muesli, oats, and cornflakes with skim milk. So these are all the different sources of carbohydrates. So as you go near to the event, day of the event, your goal has to be to increase your carbohydrate loading. You can break up your meals in say 3 big meals and 2 small. I'm sure when you're working out so much, you'll definitely feel like eating something more in between your meals. So you can add up some snacks between your breakfast and lunch. You can have a little heavier snack or 2 small snacks between your lunch and dinner. And so how you have to step up with the carbohydrate is either with each meal you can have carbohydrate and protein in the ratio of 3:1. Say for every 3 portions of carbohydrate you have a protein source in 1 ratio. Or what you can do is you can keep your 3 meals, that is your major meal, breakfast, lunch and dinner, having a combination of carbohydrate and protein, and your 2 snacks or 3 snacks that you're adding in between, it has to be a little rich in carbohydrate. So this is not the time where you're actually thinking of weight loss. This is the time you're thinking of increasing on your glycogen stores. So this is how you go about in terms of glycogen storage. Protein is important for tissue building, for tissue maintenance, for all the vital functions of our body, and also for repairing all the wear and tear that the body has undergone through the exercises or after the exercises. There are different sources of protein. To name a few, I would like to mention skim milk and its products. You boil and remove the cream and use that milk for making lassi, curd, yogurt or flavored yogurt or anything. Next would be egg whites. You can go a good amount on protein by having egg whites. That can be on a daily basis also. And lean meat, that you can have fish curry, not fried, skinned out and boiled chicken. You can have dal, pulses, legumes, sprouts, boiled sprouts, and these are the different sources of protein that you can be taking on a regular basis. Fat is required for our body, but as we are going towards the run, we have to be cutting down on the amount of fat that we are taking, and we are concentrating more on carbohydrate. When body is in need of energy, its first preference is glucose, and then it goes for glycogen, and fat is never the preferred source of energy. So the storage duration of fat is much more than glycogen, but as I said, it's never the preferred source of energy. So your concentration will be on glucose and glycogen and protein, and fat has to be enough to give you palatability or the taste to have the food, but not in excess. Next, another important nutrient, or rather the micronutrient we will be talking about, is sodium and potassium, which are also called as electrolytes. Why do we go low on this? See, when you're working out a lot, you're running for at a stretch for 45 minutes, 1 hour or more than that, you're perspiring, you're sweating and you're losing a lot of water. And when you try to drink water to replenish the fluid that you have lost, and if you're not having electrolytes, then you will end up having hyponatremia. So this can cause headache, you can go into dizziness, or you can have fatigue, weakness, loss of coordination. So these are the problems you can get into if you are not taking a proper kind of fluid. So fluid, I would say, is just not plain water, because as I told you, are losing on electrolytes, sodium and potassium. So you have to have some fruit juice or a sports drink which also has little carbohydrates to fuel you up, and also a little bit of electrolyte so that it keeps you going and you don't end up having any hyponatremia.